A new heaven and a new earth, a day when everything is renewed. A passionate dream that has been passed down for tens of thousands of years according to God's will. The ideal and dream of creation is unfolding. A new age that sees the realization of the dream envisioned during creation. God's liberation and the true parent's suffering and victorious lives for the salvation of humanity are spreading as lights of peace and love to the whole world. A world of peace, of the ideal by which people will form families of true love and come into harmony with all things, serving God as their parent. But the dream was shattered in an instant with the fall of our first ancestors. Satan, the false parent, became the king of this world, and the dream was shattered again when Jesus Christ, who'd come as the long-awaited Messiah, the fruit of history that you had guided through the millennia, was crucified. 2,000 years passed until the time of the Lord's return. A country in the Far East where the sun rises. The heavenly mandate was given to this Jerusalem of the East. Son Myung received heaven's call. The Bible he read over and over again became frayed, and the tears he shed while praying became a river. While quietly searching for God's will and truth, he prepared for his public life. Anju, a town near Sun Myung Moon's hometown of Cheongju. From the earth a bride was prepared. Hakja Han, who grew up under the protection of the sincerest Christian faith. In 1960, the marriage of the Lamb took place in the embrace of God's will. After following the long road of indemnity in order to regain the lost ideal, Reverend Mrs. Moon established a model of the true parents and the true family. Amid the darkness, the hope of humankind for the fulfillment of love was reborn. Uncovering the path of restoration and the course to open the gates of heaven, it has been a path of thorns like that of the hill of Calvary. But new teachings broke vessels of clay like sharp spear. These teachings spread out from Korea to Japan, and righteous people gathered in crowds. The time of the fulfillment of heaven's promise has come after 6,000 biblical years, along with the era of the liberation of women. And so the true parents have proclaimed across the 5 oceans and 6 continents a new understanding of truth, revealing the will of heaven that has been hidden since the creation of the world. The infinite depth and breadth of true love, together with a new understanding of truth, has changed people and brought beauty into society.
True families are the wellspring and foundation of true love, true life, and true lineage. Through true families, the true nation, true world, and true kingdom can be built.
Touched by teachings, blessed families have been given birth. They are heaven's people, soldiers for the recovery of God's homeland who seek to overcome barriers between nations, races, religions, and cultures, embracing the vision of one family of humankind under God. In this 21st century, everything is prepared for the realization of the long-cherished dream of humankind. A peace foundation has been spread to all fields around the world for the realization of a world overflowing with love and peace within the 194 countries. From the late 1960s, the true parents called on religious people to cooperate whenever the world faced a crisis. As we entered 2000, they encouraged Jews and Muslims in the Middle East to embrace each other by guiding religious people into realizing that they were brothers at heart. The movement greatly contributed in suppressing religious conflicts.
We hope to see him very soon in the land of peace, in the Terra Santa, in the Holy Land.
International NGOs, including the Women Federation for World Peace and the Universal Peace Federation, are covering different fields. Activities are being enthusiastically conducted for world peace and renewal at the United Nations. In 1985, at the height of the Soviet power, the father proclaimed the end of communism, which was then followed by the collapse of the Berlin Wall a few years later. Scholars around the world were impressed by his insight. The true parents met Soviet President Mikhail Gorbachev and played major roles in bringing communism to an end by backing up reformation and openness under the name of God and through other methods. The true parents opened a new horizon of unification by embracing even enemies that sought their lives with true love. Based on such trust, North Korea and South Korea are presenting a model by which to advance towards a peaceful world in the 21st century. Schools and universities such as Sun Moon University educate young people to become global citizens who love heaven, love others, and love their countries. The Sege Times, Tiempos del Mundo, and the Washington Times are part of a worldwide media network striving to protect family values and promote the growth of a responsible and free society.
While the Washington Times is alive and well, conservative views will never be drowned out. And if they are heard, they will prevail, as they have in the past.
They are also taking the lead in narrowing the wealth gap between the East and West through standardization of industrial technology in the world. The true parents constantly supported the equal distribution of technology and resources. They made significant contribution to Korea's industrial growth through technology transfer at a time when Korea's industries were not well developed. They also predicted as early as the 1960s that the oceans would become an important reservoir of resources, and so they set up marine industry bases around the world. Universal Ballet is a recognized ballet company that has performed in major cities. The Little Angels have introduced Korean culture throughout the world. And there is the Peace Cup, where the world becomes one through soccer. Through such initiatives, the true parents work to elevate the human spirit and promote peace. Political and social leaders are working with the diverse projects the true parents have initiated or inspired. The liberation of God. The salvation of humankind. The establishment of Cheonilgun, God's homeland.
있습니다.
The glory of God's homeland will gradually and substantially be accomplished on earth as of Chanilguk Foundation Day. Dr. Hakja Han is leading us at the front line of the Providence. She conducted various peace movements to commemorate the first anniversary of Reverend Sun Myung Moon's ascension, which occurred just before Foundation Day. Dr. Han once more made the determination to substantiate heaven's will and Reverend Moon's unfinished work on earth at all costs. She is also accelerating efforts towards the peace movement. Flowers of love and peace are in full bloom in the original Garden of Eden. A pure dream is rising on the wings of a 1,000-year-old crane. In accordance with heaven's will, we have brought the world together to create a new heaven and new earth. Chanyeolguk, a united heaven and earth through true love, is opening. One great family under one God. Together with Reverend Sun Myung Moon, who is in heaven, Dr. Hakja Han will continue to advance until freedom and peace overflow on this earth like a river, and flowers of unification and happiness bloom like grass on a plain.